So this has been an amazing one. We've talked to Ariel kind of about finding the story. How did you come into the project working with him? Did he come to you specifically? Do you think he felt the role was always kind of yours as he was creating the project?
It's interesting how I came to be involved with this because I had absolutely no idea who Kuklinski was, and I didn't know Ariel very well. I had met him at some social functions here and there, and we had some mutual friends. And one time we were talking, and he said that he was working on this, and he said, I've always wanted to work with you, et cetera, et cetera. And, but it wasn't something I was pursuing. It certainly wasn't like my idea. I wasn't looking around thinking, oh, I need to make a movie about Richard Kuklinski. Who's going to help me do it?
Once you came on board, did you kind of, I know there's been a book and some actual video footage of Kuklinski. Did you study that much? Did you kind of want to bring your own take to it?
Well, the research I did for the role was not incredibly extensive. I did start reading a book, one of the books about Kuklinski, and then Ariel said I was reading the wrong one. I should read the other one. And then I realized that they're probably both accurate and inaccurate, and that it's probably really hard to know the truth at all about what happened, because I don't think Kuklinski told the truth all the time. So, and then there's the interview, the famous interview on HBO, and I was able to get an unedited version of that interview. It's over 20 hours long, I think, and I would just watch it whenever I could. When I was working on the film, I'd spend hours sitting and watching it, just trying to figure out how his mind worked. But it's a very helpful thing to have. An interview is probably the best thing to learn how somebody talks and moves and all that.
How did you find the balance between kind of the two sides that Kuklinski had, between family man and obviously ruthless killer?
Well, yeah, one of the challenges is to find the balance between the two sides of his existence, his family life and his professional life. And Ariel was actually very helpful in this regard, because the way he scheduled the film, we kind of compartmentalized it, where we started with the DeMeo scenes, stuff with Ray and David Schwimmer and Jonathan D'Amelia. And then we moved into the Chris Evans stuff, which kind of kicks it up a notch. And then Winona came. And from then on, we focused more on the family stuff. So I actually had the luxury of kind of separating it out a little bit, which is more than Kuklinski ever had. He had to do it all on the same day. I don't know how he did it.